So this is Cynthia Jeanne Lee. She was born in San Diego Naval Hospital and raised in Texas. She graduated from medical school in Galveston, Texas in 1980 and completed her residency in family medicine in 1985. She was active with Mensa from 1992 to 2005 in Texas and practiced in Texas from 1980 to 2002. Cynthia attempted to sue the government over the right to expert, competent, and experienced, quote unquote, one's area of disability.
Thank you, Matthew. My name is Cynthia Jeanne Lee. I'm a family doctor. I practiced in Texas for 22 years. I was never even sued once, although I eventually discovered I had gone into an encephalopathy. My IQ was measured in medical school at 140. It was down to 113 before I found a physician competent enough to realize that a physician who is struggling to wake up every day and go and safely drive to her office and see patients needed to be evaluated. I had obstructive sleep apnea due to a rare birth defect, probably resulted from my father's work in the Pacific Theater watching nuclear explosions as part of the United States Navy. I also had a severe case of periodic limb movement disorder, and I cannot believe, I am so frustrated at the level of incompetence in the American medical system. Our education is so controlled by the pharmaceutical industry, it reaches into every single specialty, not just psychiatry, although psychiatry is immoral. I myself saw a psychiatrist because I was having such trouble sleeping. I was afraid I was becoming dangerous for patient care. I told her on that first visit I was pregnant and I probably had sleep apnea. This psychiatrist had a degree in pharmacology. She had been a practicing pharmacist before she went into medicine. She put me on the one worst drug that you should ever put somebody on who has sleep apnea. It was a benign sounding antidepressant. My memory became so bad, I never went on to see another specialist to get the sleep study arranged until well after my child was born. Fortunately, my child was born healthy. I then discovered that she didn't want to own up to her responsibilities to her patients. I discovered that a relative I had sent to her had also had sleep apnea and had confronted her about her ignorance and incompetence, and this was a year before I came in. This particular relative happens to be a registered nurse, and she confronted the psychiatrist bravely saying, "You are so grossly incompetent." And this doctor didn't even realize when I, a blood relative, walks in with sleep apnea. We were both raised on a farm, the relative and I, and we were exposed to pesticides. We have a really dangerous environment. We can't go for safety to our physicians because things get worse, not better. I'm telling you that they have cooked the system so you can't even sue these physicians. The pharmaceutical and insurance industry have rigged it where you cannot sue them when you find out that your doctor misdiagnosed you, unless that suit will result in an alteration in practice patterns that financially benefits the financial elite. I guarantee you that not even your physicians are capable of finding competent medical care out there on a consistent basis. Because what if you are diagnosed with having sleep apnea? And by the way, I spent months in the library, medical library, pulling out all the research and realized that our textbooks were cooked so your physicians could not know how bad it really was. If you're a patient with sleep apnea or periodic limb movement disorder and you walk in, and of course you're asleep when this happens, you don't know it's happening. You can't even remember that people complained about, your memory becomes so bad you can't remember people complained about your snoring or your moving. And you say that you're so tired you can't function. And you're in tears because you have to be there. Most likely you're going to be given a psychiatric diagnosis. Hopefully you won't be psychotic by then because sleep deprivation seems to precede the episodes of psychosis. The medications they put you on for psychosis damage your mitochondria. And this was proven and published in 1993 in a neurology journal. Now, what are your mitochondria? That is the little batteries in your cell, and when they die, you die. So basically, your mitochondria health is your aging process. So it's no wonder that patients placed on antipsychotics by their 20s are dying 25 years early. Oh, it's very frustrating. They have rigged the system. I tried to sue over your right to experts who are competent and experienced, which is an Americans with Disabilities Act right. I ended up with somebody sending in fake insurance claims in my name, my medical office name. And when I went to the FBI and asked, could this have been done so they could put me under surveillance while I was trying to sue the government, I got no help from the FBI. I made 3 visits in Texas and 1 in Portland, Oregon, which is where I got stalked up to, and then I went north into Canada for a while. The FBI allowed me to be stalked and harassed. They've rigged the system.